Meet the Frank Richard, the only man who can take a cannonball to his stomach and not even flinch? But it's just the beginning. There's a Krabby Royce who cannot feel pain, and Norman Gray, the guy who's on beast, and so many more unbelievable superhumans. You have to see to believe. This is John Seaver Austin, and he speaks a secret language, the one that can be decoded if you hit rewind.
Look at me. I am speaking backwards.
And you see, John has a mind unlike anyone else. He can speak and sing backward. It all started at the age of 5, when he accidentally played a record in reverse. Now at 55, he can think, visualize, and instantly reverse words, sentence, even entire song on the spot.
Was the life sketch gets illustrated for lack or boost? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I mean, I cannot even carry a tone normally. And here's John singing entire song in a backward.
Yes, Neposra, no one one's other shed. Dashing through the snow, and on horse open sleigh, over the fields to go, laughing all the way.
But the only one with the truly unique skill, Richie Aldo, aka Mr. Eat All. And yes, he can literally eat it all. Trust me, his name doesn't lie.
How is that?
This guy got godlike stomach acid. He could eat up a 2 pound of metal a day. Over his lifetime, he reportedly devoured a bicycle, a grocery cart, a TV computer, even a pair of skates. Yeah.
What?
But it gets even crazier. For his biggest meal ever, Michael took an entire casino aircraft, and it took him 2 years to finish it, and somehow he died of natural causes. Michael may have had a few screws loose, but he's not the only one. Next up, the most flexible man on the planet, Alexei Gluburko. Calling him a limber doesn't even come close. After a childhood trip to the circus with his mom, Alexei decided to dedicate his entire life to becoming a contortionist, and he was born for it. Not only can he bend his body into shapes that shouldn't be physically possible, but he can even tie himself into the knot. Yeah, full on human knot. Flexibility? Forget it. Alex take it to the whole new level. And speaking of hate, next up is Stephen Holtz. No one get as much as air as this guy. Forget jumping 100, he's practically defying gravity, and the hurdles over twice the size of a standing Olympic hurdle. That's 5'11", man clearing obstacles taller than himself. For perspective, LeBron James' vertical is around 45 inches, so while Holmes might not dunk like King, he can definitely out-jump him. Next up, we got shooting skill. And if anyone knows shooting, it's gotta be Bob Munden. Here is the fastest gunslinger to ever live. Born with the fast twitch muscle fibers, Bob Munden mastered a sharp shooting to the point where he could hit a target at close at range of the 10th of the second. That's right, he can hit 2 targets faster than the blink of an eye. And just as fat in his own way, in the next legend, we got Thai kickboxer Lensra Champertor, an 8-time Muay Thai champion. This guy's moves are absolutely terrorizing a fighting league. So fast, he might as well call Neo, but instead of dodging bullet, he dodging pounds. Untouchable, absolutely. Over the past decade, he's racked up to the multiple world title across the 3-weight division and 100 consecutive fights without a single lose.
That's what I thought.
That's OP, but Ladiza isn't the only untouchable one. Meet Isao Hamachi, a modern-day samurai who can slice a spitting bullet in half of the mid-air. He is more than just a guy with a sword, because a normal person takes a 0.3 second just to register a gunshot. This guy, he can see, react, and swing his sword in the same instant. To even watch it, we had to slow it down to the 250 times because that bullet was moving at 200 miles per hour. Jesus. If anyone can bring a knife to the gunfight, it's definitely him. And he doesn't stop there. Shot after shot, target after target. This guy proved he's truly superhuman. But slashing objects flying at a high speed? That's one thing. Overcoming obstacle you cannot even see if it's another level. So now meet Eric Wenhei Mayer, a diagnosed at the age of 4 with the problem, a rare disease that would leave him completely blind by 13. Eric refused to let it stop him. Most would see it as a life-ending obstacle. Eric, he scaled mountain, literally, using just 4 senses and no vision. He climbed the tallest peak on every continent. Forget AI graduate, man, this guy is living life on the edge, pure human gift. Jesus, just imagine in 2001, Eric climbed over on 209,000 feet to become the first blind person to summit Mount Everest. Yeah, Eric is just undisputed king of climbing. But if you are king of jungle, you welcome this guy as one of your own. Meet Kevin Richardson, Lion Whisperer. Not only he is the one with the pride, but is known for his worldwide superhuman connection with lions. He can kick back with them without single fear. Me? I worried about becoming their next meal. He can play with them, chill with them, even ride them. Hold up a second, that's insane. And somehow he stays completely calm. You think he's about to die, but nope, Richardson just whisper and his playtime. And speaking of animal, Whispering Norman Gray has his own crazy skill. This guy can control man's worst nightmare, angry beasts. After 40 years of study, he discovered a way to manipulate their every move by covering himself as the queen. So bees probably think he's the queen, but yeah, Norman can walk around with over 100,000 bees on him. Not a single sting. Don't even think about waging a war against this guy. He knock you out in a second. And if you thought that was wild, next up, a guy who can pass millions of volts. Think about it, I don't know if anyone could survive a cannonball to the stomach, but I go get that soon. First, we gotta talk about a man who's literally immune to deadly snake venom. Meet this guy, Tom Pritch. For over 20 years, this guy has been injecting himself with a small dose of venom, building a tolerance to some of the deadliest snakes on the earth, all in the name of science. And yeah, he doesn't just study them, he let them bite him. We're talking about over 200 exposure, cobras.
Is that too much venom in your blood? We're gonna find out, but I don't believe so. I have millions and millions of antibodies to the black mamba.
Mambas, vipers, even the black mamba, the kind where a tiny little bit drop can knock you out in a second.
Right now I'm the only person in the world that can do what you just saw.
After all these 3 years training, he's still doing what he loves and somehow is staying alive in the process. Thank God. Think snake bite are risky, right? So you gotta meet Biba Surya, a man who can control million-volt shocks, store energy, and even cook food with his bare hands. Nicknamed a human battery, Biba was born without sweat glands, leaving his skin extremely dry and able to survive high-voltage shock that would kill anyone else. Marvel might have found their next supervillain or heroes, because who doesn't love the guy who can cook sausages, give electronic message, and light up a room with a single touch. And Biba isn't the only one with a magic touch. Meet Khan, Durukun, a street food chef from Thailand.
Come on now, dawg.
Can submerge his hands into the boiling oil without a single burn or blister. His heat receptor works differently, meaning what would be extreme pain for us is just a single fun for him.
I don't feel any pain. It's just normal for me to do this. There's only a very tiny feeling of warmth, but it's not burning hot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just use something for cooking. Anyway, unlike combat K-Master Kirby Roy, whose pain tolerance is off to the chart, he's almost completely unaffected by physical harm. Neck shots? Brush off? Sensitive area? No. Flinch? Nah. And nah, this guy really took it to the next level. He hired MMA trained gladiator to kick him in the balls with nearly 1,000 pounds of force, and he didn't even flinch. I don't care how tough you think you are, there is no way I'm doing this. That's why Kribri is the master of starting death in the face and smiling. It's like Frank Cannonball Richard. This dude fears nothing. Not even a cannonball shot straight at him. But more on that soon. You see, back in 1920, Richard began conditioning his body to insane amount of abuse. Punches, people jumping on his stomach, even heavyweight clamps. Jack Dempsey is swinging at him. Nothing felt any scratch, nothing. And one of his crazy feats, he was shot by 104-pound Cannonball twice at the day of the peakest of his career. All those people sound insane, but I bet you wanna know more about them, so click this video, sub this video.